Hello,
Yay!
it is Liam, and I am 2 years and 3 months on T today, actually, which is weird because
We didn't time that.
we didn't time that at all, and I'm always consistently late with recording these, so this is exciting that I'm actually getting it on the day that I should be doing it.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. Special guest this time we have Candace, my good friend Candace. Yeah.
Yay! I'm great.
You are pretty great.
Aw.
That's true. She's pretty great.
It's not a lie.
When did we meet? I don't know. Was it like
Like
August or September?
Almost a year ago at this
Yeah.
point.
Well,
'Cause
I
it's
know
July now.
it's July now. So I know I was in class. So I'm gonna go ahead and say like September-ish.
Yeah.
It's probably so almost a year ago.
Thanks, OK Cupid.
Yay!
Bringing people together.
Which is pretty much where I meet all of my friends.
Me
Because,
too, actually.
You know, whatever.
Because I don't go outside.
No, why would you do that? Why would anybody go outside ever?
It's gross and hot out.
Right? It's Houston.
It's Houston out.
it's Houston outside. We don't do that. Okay, so let's talk about some transition stuff. Most of the time, I usually ask people what kind of like changes they've noticed in me because I don't always notice them myself. You didn't know me as anything other than me.
Well,
So-
you've always been you, but
I've always
yes.
been me.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a little different. I don't.
Because I didn't know you previous.
Because you didn't know me like pre-T.
No.
But I think most of the common changes, at least for like the first year, most people already pretty much understand anyway. Has there been anything in the year that you've noticed?
Yeah, but it's really subtle stuff. Nothing really drastic.
Yeah, mostly I'm just hairier.
Yeah, you're just hairier.
Just getting a little bit hairier
You've got like
every single
you've got like a
time.
full beard.
Like I have some more facial hair.
It's hard to tell because you're blonde, but it's there. It's
yeah,
all there.
It's all there. We promise.
It's a lot there.
There's still this bald spot right here.
But most guys have like a little bald spot here.
Yeah, but
or
at least
here,
it's like
or,
under, but
yeah.
then just like right on my damn chin. Just like there it is.
But I don't think anyone can really tell anyway.
Well, when I let it grow out, you can.
No.
It's like the whole thing.
But yeah, more hair. Your facial hair is darker
It
now.
is.
Like it's actually like darker than your
Like,
head hair.
I can see it. I mean, I can't see a lot of things.
You're getting no
but-
fucking brown beard, and I don't know what's happening.
My dad had a red beard.
Maybe you'll have a red beard.
Maybe it'll just be like
That'd be-
sandy strawberry blonde. Or
That'd be kind of awesome.
It would be kind of awesome.
Also, you're like broader, just in general. Yeah, like that. Just like it's hard to describe. Just your whole body's sort of a little bit wider.
Yeah, mostly
Not fatter.
Not fatter.
Wider. No, like muscle composition. Is
yeah.
a little different.
Yeah, mostly what I've been noticing since after the first year has mostly just been like torso changes. Like during the first year, I noticed that like my biceps were coming in more. Like I could actually feel them, which was weird. It's like, oh, this is.
I have arms.
I have muscles in my body.
I have arms.
That's awkward, and like, my thighs trimmed down a lot, and so it was a lot of like stuff in my limbs and like the facial changing and all that nonsense. But I wasn't really noticing happening anything in my torso. Like I was still really hippie and like just super curvy, and I'm still super curvy. I'm always gonna have like a cinched waist. There's nothing I can do about it. Yay, bone structure.
That's great.
But like I'm straighter.
Yeah.
And it progressively is happening, and it's kind of weird and kind of exciting.
Getting more of that upside down triangle
Yeah,
shape.
that whole thing.
Which I'm told is a good thing.
Yeah, theoretically that's a great thing. It's that whole male shape thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. I did say in my last video that I was going to start working out again and to see what that would do for me. And guess what? I have not worked out at all. So nope.
No.
Not once, not even a little bit. Mm-mm.
No.
Thought about it,
That doesn't count.
but that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. So I'm pretty much just resigning to the fact that I'm just gonna be like the scrawny lip major dude, and that's fine because that's exactly what I am. Um,
Yeah.
that works out. It's pretty great.
Yay!
Yeah.
Other than that, not really much. No, it's
No.
all been very subtle.
My friend Allison, when she saw me for the first time after a year, remarked on my voice, which I don't know if that means that it's gotten incrementally deeper in the past year or if I've just like settled into it. I don't know. But voice. Possibly.
Voice.
I don't know.
It doesn't seem that much deeper to me, but
I don't know. Singing's easier than it was a year ago.
Yeah.
I have actual access to like my falsetto now, but I'm mostly just having to relearn like the different tricks that I can do with it because obviously like it does different things now than it did before. Clearly, because
Yeah.
that's how that works. But yeah, that's pretty exciting.
right. Maybe you've just gotten used to it,
Yeah, that's
relearned how to do all the things.
the whole thing.
Yay!
Yay! It's pretty great. Do we want to talk about how to be an ally? Or how to not be an ally?
It's real easy to not be one. Even people who think they're allies are usually not.
Are usually not being allies, and it makes me want to throw up.
I kind of hate everyone.
I hate everyone and everything.
God, how to be a good ally.
How about not trying to dictate how trans people talk about themselves?
Yeah, and how about when, like, the group you're trying to ally for tells you to shut the fuck up, you actually shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and when we're complaining about cis privilege, it's not actually about you, so stop making it that way.
Look, if someone's like complaining about the group that's oppressing them, like kill all men or die cis scum or whatever, just really general, and you as an ally take it personally, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it
wrong.
so wrong.
You're doing it wrong. Shut up and listen. Basically, because what's happening when cis people come in, and you know, oh well, but not all cis people act like that, and some of us,
Most of them do, though.
some of us are really trying to learn and understand. You're forcing us to educate you, which is not understanding its oppression. There's a great video by Cat Black about that I can send you to if you would like to get into that. But furthermore, it puts the oppressed person in a space of then having to soothe the non-oppressed person, which is like the exact opposite of what we're trying to do.
You're making the oppressed person have to defend themselves and have to like justify their own oppression, which is
and it's already exhausting.
Shit. And it's very exhausting. It really, really is.
So yeah, I kind of wanted to touch on that at least a little bit, and it may be abrasive, but I'm getting to a point now that I don't care because I'm seeing it happen all of the time. All of the time, and so I'm just fair weather allies. You're not.
Man, oh fuck that.
You're not my allies.
No.
Like, I'm sorry. If you're gonna argue with me because I'm trying to correct the way like if I'm trying to correct your language and the way that we talk about things, if your first instinct is to get defensive and argue with me, you're not my ally. You're doing it wrong. Period.
Not only that, also like when allies get super butthurt when they realize that there are some spaces and some conversations where they are not welcome and their opinions are not fucking welcome. Like just because you're an ally,
are necessary.
Just because you're an ally doesn't mean that you get to fucking be a part of every conversation or hang out in every group or be in every fucking space.
And maybe we need to talk about why those spaces are necessary in the first place. You know, it's because it's kind of like that undefined whiteness situation. Where if you've got a gathering that it has not been explicitly defined as for people of color, then it is inherently for white people. Much the same way that if you've got a gathering or an event that has not been explicitly defined as for queer people, then it is for heterosexual people inherently. That's how heteronormativity works. So we have to create these spaces where you guys are excluded because we have been excluded, and we need these spaces to like exist in and form community and not not be isolated, depressed human beings.
If you're gonna get butthurt for being excluded in like one of those very few spaces that people have for themselves, then you're just a selfish asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to go home.
Furthermore, I've also seen, especially on the internet, I have seen a lot of groups that are like, here, let's make two spaces. Let's make a space that is like just for trans people, and then let's make a space that is for trans people and cis people to come and like be allies.
Mm-hmm.
So we're moving towards this place where we have designated spaces for that intermingling, and that's great. But these isolated spaces are also necessary too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay! So, privilege, be aware of it, says people.
You got it.
You got it.
You probably got a lot of it, actually.
I mean, I have it too.
He's got some.
I'm fully aware.
I'm
fully aware that I have it too, but I follow the basic ally rules when dealing with other people. I shut up and listen.
Yeah.
And I try not to impose. Like that's what you do.
Privilege.
And then
Check
you use it. And then you use it. You use your privilege to amplify the voices of the underprivileged. That's what you're supposed to do. So you shut up and you listen, and then you go tell other people. Not your opinions, but their opinions.
No one cares about your opinion.
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. No one cares.
We have to hear your opinions all the time. Every fucking day.
Every time I turn around.
And we don't give a shit.
And I'm done
I
caring.
don't care.
I don't care. So, the video of Miley and Stella is super gross.
I haven't seen it because I actually specifically go out of my way to
not see
watch
that shit.
I go out of my way to not watch videos or look at nudes that have been stolen from people.
Yeah, because you shouldn't do that.
Because that's super gross.
It's super gross.
And it makes you creepy.
It was a flagrant invasion of privacy, and it's really exploitative.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
That's like some real pervy, pee-pee
That's some
kind
real
of shit.
pervy crap. And I honestly probably would never have known about it if I didn't. If After Ellen hadn't made like a throwaway commentary about it.
Mm-hmm.
It would have gone completely off of my radar, because again, I don't really pay attention to the like paparazzi star whatever that falls under, but scrolling down my news feed, and After Ellen just kind of makes this comment about it in one of their morning brews, and I was like, oh, that's awful and I hate it. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, guys. It's
like,
gross.
well, obviously don't fucking videotape people. So, not only should you not record people being intimate, because that's fucking weird, like without their consent, but I seriously get pissed off at people that go out of their way to watch these videos or to look at these pictures.
Yeah.
You are creepy too. It
Yeah.
makes you creepy.
You are participating.
You're participating in the whole culture of it, and it's creepy, and you're creepy.
Don't give me this. Oh well,
Stop
they know they're high profile. They know paparazzi
No,
are
fuck
around.
you.
They know that's called victim blaming. And fuck off.
And why do you feel the need to like look at celebrities naked? Why do you care?
It's gross.
So we got called a man yesterday. Yay!
Yay!
I'm done.
We're not going to talk to these people anymore.
No, never.
At least, well, we're probably going to talk to them again in a couple of, or I am.
Yeah.
You might not, I don't know. But I'm going to talk to them again in about 3 months. But right now we're going to stop talking and go do other things.
Hell yeah.
So,
let's go do stuff.
goodbye.
Creepy fingers. Turn that shit off.